Welcome back, folks. Today we're diving into something really wild, China's BeiDou satellite system and how it's convinced like 70% of the world to turn off GPS.
Wow, 70%? That's huge. I'm curious, what's the core idea behind this shift?
Well, it's all about geopolitics and technology. China's been building up the BeiDou system as an alternative to, the US controlled GPS. Essentially,
Right.
BeiDou offers a self reliant, improved framework that touts enhanced security and regional control.
So is this like China saying, hey, we're not relying on you anymore to the US?
Exactly, yeah. It's like a system built on the idea of not being held hostage by another superpower's technology. The video breaks it down into several sections, starting from the basics of the BeiDou system up to why so many countries are switching over.
And they really emphasize how the US has essentially monopolized GPS, right?
Yep, absolutely. One segment digs into why the US controls GPS. It's explained that GPS is not just a tech tool, it's also a military asset. The US maintains it as a sort of strategic advantage.
Yeah, I got that.
That's a lot like keeping a secret weapon close to your vest.
That sounds almost like a double-edged sword. On one hand, you have this amazing tool, and on the other, it's a sort of control mechanism.
Exactly. And then there's this fascinating bit on how the US has used GPS against China. Imagine a kind of technological leverage, like using your own spinal tap against you. It wasn't staying neutral, it was a tool in geopolitical maneuvers.
Right, that puts a whole new perspective on the whole GPS dependency. So then, what makes China's BeiDou actually better than the traditional GPS, according to the video?
That's where things get really interesting. For one, BeiDou is engineered to ensure more robust and reliable navigation, especially in challenging environments. It offers regional integrity, meaning it's, well, localized and less susceptible to external disruptions.
I can see the appeal.
Plus, there's an inherent strategic autonomy. Control your own signal, and you're not at someone else's mercy.
That sounds like a big deal, but can we say it's more advanced technologically or just more politically controlled?
Good point. Technologically speaking, it's comparable but optimized for security. It's like having an upgraded smartphone that only works seamlessly in your home country. The technology might be similar, but the operational advantages and anti-interference capabilities are where BeiDou
Yes,
stands
exactly.
out.
And then there's the sponsor mentioned in the video, Plod AI. How does that tie into all of this?
Right. So Plod AI is essentially showcased as a tool that can support content creators by automating notes and tracking details, a bit like how BeiDou automates and secures navigational tasks. It's a neat tie-in showing how advanced tech is pervading every aspect of our lives, both in navigation and in digital productivity.
Fascinating how cross-industry comparisons work. But don't you think sometimes these sponsorships might overshadow the real message? I mean, are we getting too much tech hype rather than a balanced view of geopolitical implications?
That's a fair critique. I mean, it's important to keep the geopolitical stakes in focus. The core message here is about control and autonomy in global navigation. The sponsor piece is just a side note to emphasize how technology is at the forefront of these shifts.
Yeah, exactly. Can't let the sponsors dilute the critical analysis. Speaking of control, what does the video say about why the world actually wants to shift to BeiDou?
Great question. The video argues that many countries are tempted by China's offering because it promises freedom from the US-centric system. Essentially, for nations worried about being controlled or tracked via GPS, BeiDou becomes the attractive alternative. It's like freedom with a better navigation guarantee in their own regional context.
Indeed. And this switch isn't just about technical specs, it's a political realignment too.
Exactly, yes. It's shifting the geopolitical balance. When countries adopt BeiDou, they're aligning themselves closer with China in terms of, technological reliance and even economic strategy. There's even a segment on why countries are actively choosing China, not just for the tech, but for the strategic support that
Right,
comes
it's
with
like
it.
joining a powerful sports team because they have the best equipment and the best strategy. I like that analogy. Choosing a team that ensures you're not left behind in today's tech race.
Absolutely. And remember, the video also emphasizes the legacy of US control over GPS. It frames BeiDou as the antidote to that, offering a new era of decentralized control. It's kind of like switching from a monopolistic service to a more diversified one.
Right on. Now, I'm wondering, what about the technical challenges? I mean, switching a whole ecosystem from one system to another can't be easy, right?
Oh, totally. There's significant technical infrastructure involved. The rollout of BeiDou required coordinated launches of satellites, ground stations, and consistent testing protocols. It's like building a new city from scratch while still relying on the old one until it's fully ready.
That's a massive undertaking.
And the video does a good job breaking this down chapter by chapter. For example, it starts with an introduction to the BeiDou system, then moves on to the sponsor bit, and digs deeper into US GPS strategies. Each chapter builds on the idea that control over satellite navigation is a key asset in modern geopolitics.
It's almost like a geopolitical chess match, where every move counts and the stakes are global.
Precisely. And here's another interesting part. The video hints that while the world is moving towards BeiDou, there's still an ongoing debate about technological standards and compatibility. It's like you need a universal language in tech, but then you're also fighting for strategic independence.
Right? That tension is really palpable. On that note, wouldn't switching to BeiDou create compatibility issues globally? I mean, many devices are built around the US GPS system.
Well, there are definitely challenges. The transition means devices will need to be recalibrated or even redesigned. But the promise of BeiDou is that in regions most affected, the benefits, like enhanced accuracy and less signal interference, outweigh the conversion costs.
Yeah, I suppose that's a trade-off that many nations are willing to make. And what about the international reaction? It feels like a bold move that might strain relationships.
True, it's bound to stir up some controversy. The video points out that this decision to turn off GPS for BeiDou reflects a broader shift in power dynamics. It's not just about technology, it's a geopolitical statement. Countries choosing BeiDou are making a subtle critique of the current US-dominated order.
Exactly what I'd expect. So, in a way, it's both a technical evolution and a diplomatic one. A real double whammy.
Exactly, yeah. And that duality, tech plus politics, is what makes this whole development so compelling. It's like you see it on a micro level as well as on the grand strategic scale.
Yes, absolutely. I also wonder, do you think this will push more countries to develop their own systems or perhaps even collaborate on new standards?
That's a great question. The video, in fact, hints that the success of BeiDou might inspire a more multipolar approach to global navigation. You might see alliances or regional systems emerge that bring diversity to what has been a largely US-centric arena.
Definitely something to watch. It's almost like the digital age equivalent of breaking free from an old empire.
Exactly, yeah. It's like rewriting the rulebook. And that rewriting isn't just technical, it's also a bold ideological statement. Countries will choose systems that make them feel secure and autonomous.
Indeed, that's a powerful move. I appreciate how the video also touches on the potential pitfalls like integration costs and the inertia of established systems. It's not all smooth sailing.
Right. There are risks and transitional complexities, and some experts do argue that a complete shift may take decades. But the momentum is definitely there, and the narrative is clear. Control over navigation is the new power play.
Absolutely, that's a solid takeaway. Thanks for walking me through this. It's fascinating how a technical system like BeiDou can reshape global power dynamics.
Anytime. The interplay between technology, economics, and politics is endlessly intriguing. This whole shift is set to redefine navigation and global alliances.
And it's a reminder that sometimes the smallest signals from a satellite can send huge ripples across the world.
Exactly. It's like every move counts in this fast-paced game of technology and power. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.